All right. Hello, everybody. KVU Chief Meteorologist Hunter Williams here with you. Thank you for tuning in here to KVU Plus for our nightly edition of the extended forecast. Typically what we do is we take like 10-15 minutes. We get into all the details, all the nitty-gritty of the forecast. But, fortunately, our forecast trending quieter as we go into just more of a typical July weather pattern here in Central Texas. Obviously, we all know about the rain and the devastating flooding that we've had through the first part of this month. But now, again, moving away from that, I don't have any big additional rain chances in my forecast, just increasing heat and humidity. Again, just kind of back to what we know and love about summer here in Central Texas. All right, so let's dive into things. Here's a live view outside. This is our tower cam. The cloud cover moved in this afternoon, or I guess stayed with us this afternoon, didn't really give way to much sunshine. So high temperatures, cooler than average again for today. 93 was the afternoon high at Mayberry, and 93 was the afternoon high at the airport. Again, normals 97. Late July into August, we're approaching what is typically the hottest part of the summer here in Central Texas. The record today was 105. You might remember that one from back in the very hot summer of 2022. Now, meteorologist Casey Sherman, our Daybreak meteorologist, put together this data and showed it this morning on our Daybreak show, and this is pretty incredible. There has been 0 above average afternoon highs for this entire month of July. Every single day has been either cooler than average or hitting average. Only 2 have been exactly normal, and other than that, we've had 19 cooler than average days. Now, tomorrow I think we'll be right at the average, and then I think we will start to fill in some red boxes as we get into the last week or 2 of this month of July. We'll talk more about the forecast coming up here in a second. This is the allergy count from today. Weeds, pine, hickory, all low. Mold remains the primary problem here. It is high with alternaria detected. You can always find that on our KVU app and on KVU.com. I expect mold levels stay elevated through this week just because humidity is not going anywhere. All right, current feels like temperatures outside. This is where it gets a little deceiving. You see that almanac, you say 93. Okay, that's not that bad. Yeah, but it was a 93 that felt more like 100. Still feels like 96 in Austin right now. Feels like 100 in Bastrop. Bastrop earlier felt like 107. San Marcos feels like 102. And each afternoon through the rest of this week, again, just kind of think more classic summertime stuff here. Along and east of I-35, feels like temperatures will be in the triple digits during the peak heat of the day. All right, here's the satellite and radar. So it's the visible satellite. Now the sun is going down, we're losing daylight. It's starting to fade a little bit. But what you see here, a little bit of a swirl going on to our northwest, a little small area of weak low pressure. So that brought us these mid and high level clouds across our area today. As we go into tonight, the usual low clouds will also thicken up. So it's still a mostly cloudy look as we go through tonight, and it will be a gray start to the day tomorrow. But the difference tomorrow, the cloud cover is actually going to give way to a pretty good bit of sunshine as we go to the afternoon for your Tuesday. High temperature of 97 is in the forecast for Austin. Across the hill country, ever so slightly cooler, and this still isn't terrible for July standards across the hill country. Humidity will be a little bit lower as you go west of I-35. 94 Johnson City, Kingsland 94, Orlando 93. We've certainly seen hotter July days. 97 in Austin, 95 in Round Rock, same number in Leander. Laga Vista 92 for you. Dripping Springs 95, Wimberley 95, San Marcos about 96, 97, 96 around Lockhart and into Luling, and then more mid 90s, maybe even a few upper 90s as you go east of I-35, and this is where you get into that thicker, stickier humidity. So feels like temperatures here, I think, could easily be in the lower triple digits. This model I'm about to show you, it's showing some 101s, 102s. Wouldn't surprise me if these numbers in Fayette County, Bastrop County got as high as about 105 tomorrow. But along and east of I-35, triple digit heat index values, less of a problem as you go to the drier air across the hill country. So the trend over the next 5 days is a gradual warming trend. I still don't have 100 in the forecast. Another incredible statistic that Casey pulled up this morning. So we've had no triple digit heat thus far through July. We don't have triple digits in the forecast. Again, we're close, very well could hit it. But if the forecast is exactly right, we have not had a month of July with no triple digit heat in Austin since 2010. So we could break that streak if this forecast holds and if anything doesn't heat up even hotter than this as we get into the last couple days of the month. But for now, we'll go 98 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, up to about 99. Then a slight dip as we go to Saturday as little rain chance will return to our forecast as another batch of Gulf moisture tries to move into our area, kind of like what happened this past weekend. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all dry. Then you can see here again, it's not much, but Friday, a little Gulf moisture comes in. Then Saturday tries to continue to at least work into parts of central Texas. That Saturday rain chance could go up a little bit. The models are all over the place. So we'll just have to see how that little tropical feature develops. Either way, this is the current thinking for 7-day rainfall potential. Some of that tropical moisture again, like what happened the past couple days, some heavy rain over Louisiana, even into coastal portions of southeast Texas. But for us, as of now, no major rain chance in our forecast. Now, as far as the formal tropical outlook, no official tropical development being tagged in the Gulf for the Caribbean over the next 7 days. But again, we'll watch out in this area if another system develops in a week when it tries to move into the Gulf. It probably would just be a rainmaker. But again, we'll watch that in the coming days. Then as we go into the open Atlantic out in the main development region of the Atlantic Basin, this little wave here, this is not looking very impressive. It's got just a 10% chance for development over the next 2 days and over the next 7 days. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. All right, tonight, mostly cloudy, warm and muggy, but a dry night. We'll drop down to 77. Then tomorrow, morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, hot and humid, 97 the afternoon high in Austin. I think that will feel more like 100 or 101, and then even hotter than that as you get into areas east of I-35. For Wednesday and Thursday, we go 98, then up to 99 for Thursday into Friday. Friday into Saturday, a 10% chance. Again, that says a little bit of that Gulf moisture tries to work in. We'll see on Saturday. It could trend a little bit higher, so we'll go a little cooler on Saturday at 96, and then Sunday into Monday, 98. So I think you get the idea. This is more typical July stuff, but relative to a lot of the summers that we have had here recently over the past 5 years, I mean, like we know about the rain and the flooding, but temperature-wise, this has been much cooler than what we have been experiencing over the past several years. So that's an update. Next update from me will be KV News at 10 o'clock. We'll have fresh model data and another update on the tropics and all of that. That is coming up about 3 hours from now on KV News at 10. In the meantime,